Hey, Albay here, bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and today I will be doing my evaluation on the new characters NITTA and AOI. Are they good? Well, sorry, it's the Japanese app. I forgot. The iPhone is different. So this gacha transfer will last until March 4th. So my advice to you is, unless you're a YouTuber, just wait until Dreamfest comes and don't pull. You don't have to pull now, and just wait and see what the Dreamfest is, how strong it is, and determine which one you want to pull. Plus, during Dreamfest period, I'm sure they're gonna do a sale on the Dream Balls. So rather than buying Dream Balls now at a normal price, I recommend you to wait until then and then buy it there and then like decide which one to pull, whether Dreamfest or this one. And even if you decide to pull the Dreamfest, you might be lucky and get what you want in like 10 pulls. In that case, you could still shift to this one because this one has like additional prize like black ball and everything. So I think it's very worth pulling for that. Well, of course, if you have many characters that you want in this gacha, of course. But yeah, so if I were you, well, I do YouTube, so I can't wait, but I recommend you really to wait. Yeah, and for this NITTA, it's not bad. It's dream gacha, dream transfer. So like I said in the previous video, whenever it says dream transfer, like Tsubasa, Revol, and Aoi, they are much stronger than the other usual normal national team transfer, right? So this NITTA is the overall stats is like Aoi, Tsubasa, and Revol, but the way they allocated the figures was a bit awkward that I can't really say this guy is OP or anything like that because it's really edgy on tackle, although he's forward, and there's not many super strong Japanese green forward. So I think many of you who's using green team or Japanese green team, especially because Fest Wakabayashi came, I think many of you were waiting for a strong striker, but they had to bring this unique type of forward. So this kind of forward, I think it's okay. But that's only if there's already other different forwards that are strong. You know, as a third forward, maybe putting him in like a wing, right wing or left wing in 3-top formation, it might be really unique. I'll explain everything afterwards when I move on to the Excel. But yeah, what they did was a bit different, and I'm a bit, to be honest, a bit disappointed at the fact that they didn't make him edgy on shot. Yeah. So this is this and this Aoi. This guy is crazy. This guy is crazy. So I'm going to talk about that in the Excel. And the ratio, drop rate of the pickup or selected characters, 3 characters, is 0.33. So that adds up to about 1%. And the rest 4% is equally balanced to the other characters, including other Japanese national team kit characters. So there are chances of you to get like Wakabayashi or like Wakashimazu or Tachibana Twin, or even these new ones, Jito, Hino, Tachibana, the new ones. So, but the rate is really low, 0.027%. So it's not like you can aim these characters and get it. So don't go too far on this, aiming for these characters, because it's too dangerous, too damn dangerous. It's like aiming for the secret characters, which is also inside, but that secret characters now is like it's even lower. So yeah, but yeah. So anyways, let's move on to the Excel. I don't know why, but many people in my club, they pulled already, and there's so many Mexicans coming out of this gacha. So I don't know, the rate is supposed to be the same, but I hope it's not. I'm really scared, you know. Mexicans and Netherlands, those characters are really hard to use now. So yeah, anyways. So on the very right is this time's NITTA, the green NITTA, and on the left is Fest NITTA. In the middle is WI red NITTA. So I did a comparison between NITTAs, and like I initially said, his overall stats after passive, because his passive is 25% boost, which is good, really good, his overall stats will add up to like 63k. That is just like the same figure as AOI Tsubasa. And Rival is a bit lower than this. So this guy, like I predicted, was the same level. But like I said, he is not this time edgy on tackle, although he's only pure forward. So I don't know why they had to do this, but as a striker, if you look at his shooting stats, it's 11,600. This is not bad. It's exceeding Fest, and it's very close to WI. But today, a strong forward like Clever right here is like 13k. So compared to them, and especially NITTA, there's not many. He doesn't have any really strong shooting skill right now. I think the best shooting skill that NITTA has is 450, right? So these days there's like 475 or like even 490. And compared to them, I just have to say that it's, especially when all the goalkeepers are starting to become strong, it's really hard, I think, to make a goal with this NITTA, to be honest, with his stats. Yeah, he might be able to, of course. I'm not saying he can't, but I wanted better stats, especially on shot. Yeah. But his dribble is pretty damn high, 11,400, and his even his pass is almost on the 10,000, so it's not bad. So his offensive stats are really good, and even his tackle, this is the most edgy part, is almost 13k. Do you know how strong this is? This is like Dream Collection Alberto, who is supposed to be one of the best tackler in the game. Yeah, Alberto has 13,400 or 500. But his passive is Japanese player killer, and that 13,500 is when Japanese player killer is activated. Okay, but so that Alberto will only have like 12,000 something if it's not Japanese, right? Whereas this NITTA, as long as you're putting all Japanese players, he'll always have the stats, which means this guy is gonna be a really strong tackler, although he's a forward. Yeah, but the thing is, his S rank tackle that is on this guy right now is 415 at max, so it's not that strong. But even though, if you multiply it, it's gonna be 53k, so that's really strong. That is very strong, and this guy is forward, so he'll most of the times match up against opponent's defender or like DM, who doesn't have really great pass or dribble skills or stats, right? So this guy is gonna be very scary for opponent defenders, very scary. And on top of that, right, his speed is super insanely fast. Its original stats is 7474. This is already really high, right? But if you do the math and do 25% on top of this, it's gonna be 9,300. So he's gonna come to you. He's gonna come at you at a really fast speed. So it's gonna be really scary if your defender has the ball and this NITTA is near you. You're gonna be really scared. Yeah. And if you get matched up against this guy, even if you pass, I think he's gonna get it. Yeah, with defender stats, I don't think you'll be able to dodge this tackle stats. Yeah, so be careful on that. In that sense, I think this guy could be really useful. But like I said, that's only if there's already other strong forwards, you know. Of course, if you're using just a skill type team, then you can use Fest Santana, Fest Hino together with this guy, right? That makes sense. But if you want to use green Japanese team, because you could also boost Wakabayashi even better, it's quite hard because there's no other striker that will be able to score off the recent goalkeepers that's strong. Yeah, that's the thing. But this guy, I'm sure, is useful. So I think this guy is good. Yeah, this guy is good. But I personally wished if this guy was more edgy on shot. Yeah, purely as a striker. Yeah. So that's my evaluation for NITTA. And next up is AOI. So after the passive, hidden ability, HA, ha. So the one on the left is before hidden ability. On the right is after hidden ability. So he's boosted. His overall stats after the passive was 63k around. But this time after all the boost he got, he's now like 66k. So it's like 3,000 plus. Yeah. The reason of the plus is purely because his original stats went up. Plus his passive became from 25 to 30, 5% boost. So because of all that, he got additional 3,000 on his stats. But one thing that I was relieved was the way they boosted him. Like I said in the previous video, when some character gets hidden ability, right, they get boosted on their original stats, right? For example, Nankatsu Tsubasa, when he got the hidden ability, his stats went up by 2,700 altogether, okay? Whereas true captaincy Tsubasa, when he got the hidden ability, he went up by 5,100. So it really depends on the character. There's no like pattern, but I guess Clab just tries to balance the characters by looking at their original stats, how much can you go up to and stuff like that, I think. And this time with this AOI, his original stats only went up by 900. Only 900. Yeah. So each stats, dribble, shot, pass, tackle, block, interception, speed, power, technique. These each went up only by 100. That adds up to 900. That's it. So this was something I was relieved about because the way they balanced this guy was instead of giving him like 3,000 plus on the original stats, they decided to just give him 900, and then for the rest, they changed the passive from 125 to 130. What's good about this is that means in order to get 30% boost, you need to put everyone Japanese, right? And the less Japanese in your team, every character that you put that's not Japanese, you lose 3% instead of 2.5 before. So it's a big boost. 30% is a big boost, but at the same time, there is a bigger risk of losing this passive percent. So for example, today there's so many hidden ability characters, right? Even if for people who is going with like red Japanese, I see many people putting Roberto, although he doesn't get any boost and he's blue and he's not Japanese, you still put him because you want the 4% boost to the team, right? And like Robson, he gives 2% boost for red team, red characters, right? And even like Raid Schneider, he does the 5% debuff to the opponent. So it's useful, right? So if you put these characters, this guy will lose 9%. It becomes 21% boost, right? Before, putting three non-Japanese character was minus 7.5 when his passive boost was 25%. Sorry, 25%. But this time, because it went up to 30, every character you lose 3%. So I think this was a good idea for Clab. Well, in the first place, I don't think it was a good idea to boost someone that was already OP, but they did it. But the way they did it, I was relieved. At least they didn't give original stats a boost, right? If they did that, it was gonna be crazy. His risk was way less, and he would have been a monster. Well, he already is, but at least they did it this way. Let's just take it that way because it's here. It's a fact. You can't deny the fact, and at least they did something. It wasn't the worst case scenario, I would say. So yeah. So his team skill now is from Japanese character 10%, it's 12%. This is really good. I want this character for this team skill actually, more than anything, because I'm making Japanese player team right now. So yeah, that's good. And all the hidden abilities, man, these are crazy. First of all, it was already announced, but auto intercept 50%. This is already good as a passive. but he's getting it as one of the hidden ability, hidden skill. This is crazy. Plus, he has stamina minus 10%. This is crazy because this guy after hidden ability, he used to have, before hidden ability, 1100 was his stamina. This is already really high out of all the characters. AOI in this game is always has lots of stamina, but on top of this, after hidden ability, he now has 1220. This is like, compared to all the average characters who has around 1000, he has like 20% more. Plus, he gets minus 10% whenever he uses any skill. That means it's like he gets 30% more than other characters. This is like, you get to shoot one more time than any other characters. This is crazy. This is crazy. And not only that, but he's getting recover 80%. Like Super Sub Misugi and Nankatsu Tsubasa. And for those who use those characters already know how good this passive or hidden ability is, right? Hidden skill is, right? Right after you pass, after matching up, and your teammate gets it, right? You could pass back to Misugi right away and he could move right there. But your opponent can't, so it's gonna be really annoying. This guy's gonna be really, really annoying. Yeah. Plus, he does minus 2% to opponent agility players when matched up. So this is a bit different from others. You have to match up against the opponent. So I don't think it works to goalkeepers because there's no such thing as matchup for goalkeepers. That's something, yeah, different from other guys' passives, debuff passives like Schneider or like Tsubasa, Misugi. Yeah. And he also has a low ball request or whatever. And this guy is very good for low ball, 25% boost. So it really makes sense. But at the moment, I don't think there's any S rank low ball shot. So people will maybe use A rank Roboshada, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but that thing. But still, it's really, really strong. Really, really strong. As you all agree, probably, right? And for those who have this AOI, congrats. But I hope this doesn't break the balance of the game. That is the only hope, wish from me. Yeah. And by the way, the shooting power after the stat boost with the hidden ability is in the yellow cell on the right bottom. So before it was 57.9k. But now after the boost, he gets 61.1k. So it's like 3,000 difference. Yeah. He's stronger by 3,000 when it comes to shot. And his shooting power now is 13,400. Right? This is really strong because this is Cliver, Fest Cliver, the most recent forward Fest, who was like one of the best shooter in the game, who is. But this AOI exceeds this Cliver by for shot. And even other stuff like dribble and pass, it's like the same. Dribble, Cliver is better. Pass, Cliver is a bit better. And tackle, Cliver is a bit better. And interception, always better. So they're like the same, but AOI has hidden skills on top of that. So I have to admit that this AOI for sure is #1 player in the game. For now, at least. Yeah. So I wish you all luck for those who are pulling this gacha. But like I said, you could always wait until Dreamfest. You don't have to rush to pull because you never know. You could just wait. This gacha will last until the Dreamfest period. So yeah, don't have to rush. Okay, so I hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe for those who haven't yet, and stay tuned for my future video. I'm gonna be pulling, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and bye.